My name is Randy Nunez. I'm the owner of Nunez Seafood. I took over this establishment in 1995. I've been actually in this business for 40 years. A young guy still in school and working with my dad until he turned it all over to myself, and he's been in it for 60 years. And all we do around here is just seafood, 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 and that's about what we do around here. It's strictly seafood. I got into this business when I was 15 years old, working with my dad, going to school. Well, when I finally got out of high school, graduated from high school, he made me an offer. And the offer was if I decided to go on to college, that he would buy me an automobile. And like in them days, you could buy an automobile for like about maybe $1,200. You could buy a nice automobile for. Serious, if you want to go to college, I'll buy you an automobile. But he said, if you don't want to go to college, you want to work with me, I'll buy you half the automobile. Well, the word wasn't out of his mouth. I jumped up and ran to my room and grabbed my $600 and I said, here's my half for you to come up with your half. And that's what I got. That's why I knew I was in business with him. We started in business with him. And I was in business with him, and since then it's been nothing but good. Right now, it's just too much uncertainty to know that we're gonna survive in this business. It's just been downhill for the last month or so, 2 months or so, you know, and we see it getting worse and worse. And so right now we're just hoping that, you know, that things might change maybe later on down for the future. But really, it's just all this uncertainty. We just don't know because what's going to happen, because we didn't experience this before. It really depends, because it's hard to say like how many boats could be coming in a day, because everybody, like says, they're only on the boats and nobody's on a schedule. But a normal day would be like for us to unload, I'd say between anywhere between 30,000 and 50,000 pounds of shrimp a day. That would be like a normal day. And as of right now, since the oil spill, practically nothing, zero. I mean, we have like 4 boats working right now. Well, we have a fleet of around 70 boats. We have 4 still working, and those only work. They keep trying because they just die hard. They just don't want to give it up. But my big day right now to buy a load of a shrimp day right now would be around between about 1,500 and 2,000 pounds, about every 2 days. That's what we've been getting in right now. I mean, everyone you see pass here with these all booms in them, they all be fishing right now. Should be fishing right now, but they're all working for, you know, all companies are trying to protect their own livelihood of what they're doing. They're just out there trying to help out with a terrible situation. And these guys here decided that, look, we just can't sit around. We have to do something about it. So they're all out there working for the oil companies, trying to get this mess cleaned up. Well, right now, like I said, with all the uncertainties that's out there, because I've never experienced this before, you know, I think our time has ran out. For us staying in business right now, I'm down to 1 worker and no business. And how long I can keep him around, I really don't know. But we're trying to hold out till maybe next shrimping season, which is, you're talking about another 2 months away. If like I say, if we get a little season going on there, it might be able to salvage, you know, something for the rest of this year. But as of right now, with all the uncertainties that's out there, like I say, we're just guessing as we speak. It's just that I don't think that, you know, we'll have much of a white shrimp season, because we then heard they're not gonna be able to stop this leak definitely till August. And our white shrimp season will open in August, and with the oil damages out there already, so we're not expecting much from our white shrimp season at all. So we're looking, the soonest we could probably get back, hopefully we'll be back in business, would be next year. You know, next year brown shrimp season, which is like, you know, almost what, 10 months from now, 12 months from now. I've been to BP. I spoke to someone. I put in a claim in for loss of wages and business and all, and they contacted myself. You know, they really contacted me, and so far we're just waiting for them to contact us back. But you know, we gave them, they needed some paperwork, and we did a little paperwork to them. You know, they wanted some of the past income tax papers and different information they needed to finish our claim. We just hadn't heard anything yet from them, and that's about a week's time. But I'm sure it's going to take a while. But we did receive the $5,000 that they gave everyone in the beginning, and like I said, it came in very handy. It wasn't much help, but it was just appreciated. Though we was just glad to have that money at the time, just to carry on some of the expenses that we do have around here. But it was devastating, because we would have like 2 forklift operators. I mean, we had you know, girls that worked in the office. We had a lot of dock workers. Mostly all of them are all dock workers and all. And I had truck drivers. All my truck drivers is laid off. All my forklift people are all laid off. My office people are all gone except one. I keep my daughter. She just works part time. I had to keep her. But everything else just shut down. So you know, it's terrible because I know these people depend on this time of year. This is their time of year to make a few dollars because it's seasonal work. You know, it's not something that's going to be here next month, or it's not something that's here in the winter months. You know, everything we do is seasonal, and so it really played out. You know, it really was devastating to a lot of our employees and all that tried to find work at other places. And as we speak, I know a lot of them hadn't found work. They're looking. Some of them call me every 2 days or 3 days, want to know if anything's changed, if anything looks better. They're going to move the line where we can fish more waters. And I just told them, they start calling me Bad News Randy because I never have nothing good news to tell them. I'm always bad news to tell them. So we hoping, like I said, that maybe later on they will change the line where we can fish and move it further south. And but until that happens, we just all want to stand still, and that's about it for the workers. Like I say, our hearts go out to them and all, but there's not much we can do right now.